Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Orbit Potato. Hello and welcome to Offworld Trading Company. Now, this is sort of a Mars exploration, corporation, simulation strategy game, and as such, that's why I'm covering it. And I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how things work, how to play the game. So, the first thing you'll be greeted with when you enter is this. Now, what you need to do is you need to find resources. As we can see, this is where the colony is. The colony is the place that buys you and your competitors' goods. As you can see, these are my competitors, and as you can see, there's little resources. And what we're sort of looking for is lots of resources. We want somewhere to put down our headquarters, and we can choose from any one of these four. Yeah, we want somewhere decent to put down our headquarters. Sort of like founding your first city in civilization. Let's put it in play. That would be a good idea. We're looking for some resources.
A geothermal vent.
Geothermal vent, that's good.
Medium levels of silicon found. Low levels of
Nope.
water.
Anything here?
Low levels of iron found. Low levels of carbon found.
Okay, I think that's a good enough scan of the surrounding area. We do have one scan more. I'll just scan that there and then pause it. Okay, good. Now we have 4 choices of headquarters. As you can see, they're all different for their different reasons. So the expansive is sort of your vanilla headquarters. You get 1 extra claim for each HQ upgrade, and you need 50% less steel for buildings and HQ upgrades. And robotics, they don't rely on food, water, or oxygen, but they do require electronics, and also the HQ does not require glass for upgrading. The robotic headquarters are currently very, very powerful, so they are very, very good, because their units use power instead of fuel, so that's a big advantage, I feel. The Scavenger has access to the black market more often and learns about news before other HQ types, and base resources carbon, and the scientific type of headquarters, the buildings built over these resources, will use the resources as input. However, I think we're going to stick with the vanilla experience, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, so let's place our headquarters over here. It doesn't really matter how far anything else is away from us. It doesn't really matter at this stage in the game. So now over here, this is the market, and the market tells you the price of all the goods. Okay, so currently, water, my buyer sell water for $10. So if we wanted to buy water, a stack of 10 water, then it would cost us $100. Or we could just buy one water, and that would allow us to buy 10 water. I'm not going to buy anything at the moment because we've currently got a stockpile of food, water, and oxygen, which is what our base requires to run. I say our base, I mean our headquarters, whatever. As you can see, there is a lot of different things that you can actually buy and sell on the market. Obviously, since this is like a market simulation game, if you sell goods, then the price of that good will go down. Okay, and if you buy goods, then the price of that good will go up. So if I want to buy some water, then the price of good will already start climbing, as you can see. So you need to balance production with buying actual goods. So there's a big tactical game to play. So that is just something to consider. Okay, what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna go down. The sort of fast expansion route. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our level 2. Now, the reason that we're going to do that is because we have something called claims. Now, claims are effectively title deeds to tiles. And if you don't understand what I mean by title deeds, they effectively allow you to build on one tile. So let's go ahead, because we will need power. So let's put it in play. We're going to need some power. As you can see, this is the resources we're using. We're consuming 0.1 water per second, so that's fine. We're actually going to need power. So let's look at a good place to build power. Now, as you can see, I am wanting to build. There's 3 types of power that you can have access to. There's a geothermal plant, which is actually a really good idea, and I think we could consider building it. There's wind turbines, and there's solar panels. Now, this gives us 2 power, and it's pretty good, but it costs, it costs 40 aluminium and 60 steel to actually build. So so you need to sort of balance the resources that you want to use and the expense of those resources, because obviously the price of the resource depends on the current market price. So that is difficult to sort of balance. Let's go ahead and set up a wind turbine for now. And the best place to set up a wind turbine is right here. Okay, let's do that. And stick it in play. Okay, great. So as you can see, our little guy comes out and plonks down there, and we're constructing a wind turbine now. But obviously, as you can see, the number of claims we have goes down by 1. So we now have fewer claims to a tile, which means that's the opponents being founded. That's cool. Yeah. So as you can see, the number of claims that we have goes down. So what to do, how you can get more claims is effectively by upgrading your HQ. And we're actually going to upgrade our HQ straight away. Now, the problem with upgrading your HQ is that it is more demanding. As you can see, it requires another 0.1 water, another 0.2 food, and another 0.05 of oxygen. So let's go and upgrade that now. And as you can see, the number of claims we have actually goes up, which is very, very nice indeed. Okay, we've got power now. We're sorted for power. However, we need to consider other factors. We need to actually start making money, or we need to start doing something about these resources. So what we're going to do is, I think we're actually going to sell off some of our silicon to raise a little bit of money. And with that, we are going to hopefully build... What were we going to build? We were going to build... How much did that cost? That cost $860. Now we can do it. Let's get a... Or not. Sell some water. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So now we can buy a farm, and this is going to basically make us self-sufficient in food, and we should have a surplus of food, so we could sell it on if we wanted to. That is the plan anyway. Okay, good. So that sort of shows you what the basic things are. So you can either go down the route of becoming self-sufficient in what you're producing. So you can either, make sure that you've got a water pump. You can obviously build water pumps over water deposits, like whoa, what on earth happened? Like my competitor did over here, and then you can also build a electrolysis reactor, which will allow you to produce both oxygen and fuel at the same time, which is nice. Obviously, as you can see, these little shuttle things, they shuttle resources from the mines to the base. They consume fuel, especially if you're playing as the expansive HQ. But whatever, that doesn't matter. Yeah, so basically you can go down the route of becoming self-sufficient, or you could be a little bit more dangerous and go a little bit further afield. Because as you can see, you can survive without having these resources. You will incur debt. We haven't actually had any debt yet. However, we will very, very soon indeed. So you could just not bother about producing any of these things, and you just could try and mine iron and try to turn it into steel. Alternatively, you could just try and turn steel, or you could just alternatively buy an iron and just turn it into steel straight away. So let's do that. Let's show you what I mean. Okay, so we've got steel. We're building a steel mill, or whatever the heck you call it. What is it? A steel mill. It is a steel mill. Great, I got it right. Okay, this is actually quite important. Okay, so what is happening is from time to time, an auction will become available, and this auction basically allows you to buy another claim. However, I already have 5 claims, so I'm not actually going to buy it. And also you see a little quarterly report here, which is cool because you can see the amount of debt that my competitors have. Okay, great. Let's put it back in play and see who wins the auction.
4,000.
Okay. Looks like it's going to Mr. Espionage. Nice. Okay, great. So our farm has just finished construction, which means we are now generating food rather than actually losing it, which is very, very nice indeed. Okie doke. And our steel mill has now finished construction. So our steel mill is now going to start consuming iron. And obviously we are completely out of iron, so I'm actually going to have to buy in manually some iron. Now this may or may not be your strategy. It also depends on the price of iron. If the price of iron is low, then yeah, it's definitely worth buying an iron. But
market is online.
we're going to need to sell off some resources, I think. Let's sell off some steel. Buy some iron. Buy as much iron as we can. Yeah, as you can see, it really depends on the price of iron. And as I buy iron, the price of iron goes up, so it becomes less and less worthwhile to actually buy iron. Let's sell off that. Buy in some iron. Okay, so we've got an iron mine constructing. It's a long way away, and it's going to take a long time for iron to actually get to our base. But when it does, it's going to totally be worth it because it should fulfill the steel mill's demands for iron. That's the plan anyway. But hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, this can't even speak English today. This just gives you a little overview of what it's like to play Offworld Trading Company. It's a really, really cool game. I really like it. It's very, very comparable to StarCraft, except when you're conducting your attacks, you're actually attacking your competitors' finances and stuff like that. So it's a really, really cool, really, really good idea, and I really, really like it. In the next episode, we are probably going to cover the black market and how that can be used to disrupt your competitors' activities. We're going to cover buying shares or buying stock in your opponent's companies, and we're also going to discuss some of the little extra options that are sneakily going on down in the corner here. But for now, my name's been Potato. If you've enjoyed, then please remember to like and subscribe. And if you found it helpful, then, make sure to like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.